Welcome everyone, this is your host Abraham L. Jaguar, a professional game master. First of all, this channel is proudly sponsored by Magi-Knights Awakening. This is a Super Sentai and Magical Girl inspired tabletop RPG, where you get to confront mythos-like horrors. You will find it in the description and in the pinned comment. This channel is also proudly sponsored by Dead Studios, the publishers and developers of Dames of Asstoria, a tabletop role-playing game where you play as monster girls experiencing high adventure in a world that doesn't fully accept them. They have recently released Daughters of Lamb. This is a pay-what-you-want tabletop RPG, where you get to play as cybernetic nuns with guns, looking for the missing pieces of their AI god. You will find that in their website. The links will be in the description and in the pinned comment. This channel is also proudly sponsored by the Red Room Publishing. Please check out their store for exclusive tabletop RPG products. They have recently released Savage Swords. This is a Conan-inspired tabletop RPG where you get to explore ancient civilizations and confront forgotten nightmares. You will find it in the description and in the pinned comment as well. Tonight, I am going to continue the review series featuring Age of Heroes. If you haven't seen the other parts of my review series featuring this tabletop RPG based on the popular action JRPG franchise, please check out the playlist in the description below. This time, we are going to talk about two very interesting classes: the poet and the priest. We start with the poet. In the realm of mirth and melancholy wander the poets, seekers of beauty and keepers of forgotten tales. The path of the poet is one of endless exploration and honing their artistry. With poetic eyes and tender hearts, poets perceive the world as an intricate tapestry interwoven with stories waiting to be unveiled. You have talents such as wordcraft. You have a way with words. Provided you have at least one full turn to consider and compose your words, you can gain one charge on action rolls requiring spoken or written communication. You also have poet's spirit. Words are powerful, and part of the power is found in those who master them. Increase your mana by 1d4 multiplied by 10. Each level of experience you gain, increase your mana by 1d4. You also have various skills such as speechcraft. It is believed that the true poet can weave a bit of magic into their words, prose, and song. This is far truer than most realize. When you learn this talent, select a speechcraft ability from a list. And each time you select this talent, you select a new speechcraft skill. With your words, you will be able to accomplish seemingly magical effects. For example, cruel mockery. Your vicious words carry terrible weight. When you use entertain performance to demoralize a target, you may consume 8 mana to crush their spirit. Until the end of your next turn, a demoralized target suffers one challenge to skill rolls. You also have things such as rally. The prose of encouragement you speak to your comrades is infused with your power. When you use entertain music to encourage your allies, you may consume 12 mana and fill your words with power. Those allies you have encouraged receive +1 bonus die to all attacks or defense rolls. Their choice until the end of your next turn. And then you have the priest. Let me show you the image of the priest. There we go. In the land of Heresia, faith manifests in myriad forms, and the priests stand as beacons of divine devotion. The path of a priest is steeped in devotion, honed through years of study and spiritual discipline. Priests view, Priests view the world through the lens of divine purpose and spiritual connection. They believe that every being is part of a larger celestial design, orchestrated by their chosen deities. You have talents such as Divine Spirit. Channeling divine energy has greatly expanded your own mana reserves. Increase your total mana by 1d4, multiplied by 10. Each level you gain, increase your mana by 1d4. There is also Endurance of Faith. Most clergy must undergo rather rigorous and demanding training. This increases your durability by 1d4 multiplied by 10. You have skills such as Miracle. You have learned to impart a small fraction of divine power. Each time you learn this talent, you may select one of the miracles from a list. You may only learn a miracle once. You may enact powerful effects such as Blessing of Power. You consecrate a handheld weapon with divine power. This requires 2 actions and 20 mana. For the next minute, add your Blessings Piety bonus dice to damage dealt with the weapon. You also have other things such as Resolve Up. Increase your Resolve ability score by 1d6 points. And these are just a few examples when it comes to the many things that the poet and the priest can enact, can carry out. This concludes this part of the review. In the next part, we are going to continue with other classes. Concerning the poet and the priest, they are quite similar. They have a way with words. I would say that the poet is more focused on working with various other player characters or non-player characters. The poet is great for larger groups, but the priest has a more versatile or flexible utility. Thank you for watching this part of the review series. Don't forget to leave a like, a comment, and subscribe. And thank you so much to those of you that are going the extra mile to support the channel. If anyone else wishes to further support the channel, consider joining as a member using the Super Thanks button. Take a look at the information in the description and in the pinned comment. This has been your host Abraham L. Jaguar, a professional game master. And remember, roleplay solves everything. Once again, thank you and see you later.